Hey guys, it's Scry. I hope you're all doing well out there. Before I get into what I want to talk to you guys about today, I just want to speak to the scammers in the comments. They seem to be suddenly there in full force, writing their silly little WhatsApp contact me messages. So please just be mindful. I'm not going to be commenting to you guys to contact me or to contact any weird addresses in the comments. I will respond to some comments, but they won't be, spammy. So just keep an eye out for them because they are using my profile picture. They're calling themselves Scry, and they're also saying pinned as Scry from what I've seen. So just please be safe. And if you're wanting to contact me, just please do so via email. That is listed in the description, nowhere else, not in the comments. I will not be contacting you or calling you. My only contact is via email. So if anyone tries to contact you from the comments, just know that they're a scammer. Okay, so after all of that, today I just want to check in and talk to you about my experience and what's come through from Spirit this morning. So this morning I woke up, and as soon as I woke up, I just got Missouri coming through. Missouri. And normally when I wake up, I don't get names just flying at me from nowhere. Now I feel like it was quite elevated and quite important, this reference to Missouri. So I checked in to ask Spirit what needs to be talked about in regards to Missouri. And so I'm going to share that now with you. So as I asked them to tell me more about Missouri and what's taking place, I was shown the earth, and the earth from a side view, like I'm seeing the layers from the surface down into the center of the earth. Now it appears that I'm seeing states in America, and my attention's being drawn to a particular state, but it seems that the different states are on different levels, and they're showing these states separated by different heights. Some are lower, some are higher, in the way that I'm being shown this. And I'm being taken to the state Missouri, and I can hear also Mississippi. Now I'm seeing Missouri as being part of the earth that is more susceptible to what's coming from beneath the earth. It's like I see the state and it moves down into the core of the earth. And as we move down, it's like there's no protection, or it's unstable in the way it's coming through. Now, Spirit speaks of this state being somewhat affected, and it's coming from deep down in the earth. Now, I'm seeing reference to boulders and also a military reference, almost like a reference to a military base. Now, hovering above, in reference to this scene, I'm also being shown some sort of a spaceship, what appears to be a spaceship, and its connection with this whole scene. Now I ask, what's the purpose of being shown all this? And I hear, to free the people of what's to come. And then I hear dangers in this area, and I'm seeing what's happening here is like causing effects under the earth, and it's like there's something that is starting in Missouri, and it's like cracks are appearing underneath the earth's surface and starting to move out to other states. And I'm hearing larger states. Then I ask, help me to understand what is happening. And I hear shift in the earth and the earth's core, and movement that could cause breakdown and catastrophe. Now I'm feeling, as I'm getting this, what I'm hearing coming through, I'm feeling the earth shaking. I can feel it tremoring now and causing these cracks that I've just explained. And this will not affect all states, but some more than others will be affected. And so I ask Spirit, well, what's the message to people living near or in Missouri? And it's interesting because they're showing me cars driving across state borders. And please understand that I give it exactly as I'm seeing it. And this may be that it needs to speak to someone in particular in a certain way, who needs to receive the message. So, I could have been seeing it in people flying out of the state, but I'm seeing people driving across borders. So as these cars are driving across the border, I get this sense of relief. Once we've crossed over, it's like, this sense of relief and safety. And what I'm hearing is that Missouri is rising up. It's like the way they're showing it to me is like these levels again, and I'm seeing the state of Missouri rise up, and it's almost like I feel like it's coming from underneath the surface, and it's like there's a level of purging that's occurring through this process, and this will in turn cause these other cracks underneath the earth and underneath the other states in America, and that will cause greater instability. But for now, Missouri is the focus I'm hearing. Now, as soon as I finished with tuning into Missouri, Spirit is wanting to mention California, and this is a whole other event I'm feeling, but they're wanting to share about California. Now, I'm hearing a mass suicide, and I'm seeing it being in connection to people dressed in white in some way. Now, this could be religious or not, but I'm just seeing a strong visual of all these people dressed in white. Now, there's a reference to children being gone as well. And I realise how sensitive this is, and it feels a bit much to be sort of throwing out there suddenly, but I feel as though Spirit is really wanting to share this with the right people that are meant to hear it. So I'm just going to give it. And I'm seeing a lot of grief and a lot of tears in connection to this mass suicide is the way that they're speaking about it. Now, it's like there's also a reference to evil, and it almost feels like sort of a cult connection and somewhat leading many people astray in the way that I'm seeing it. Now, Spirit references this as being connected to the past, but it is also happening in the future. So they're relating to events that have happened in the past along the timeline, but then they're moving forward into the future. So there's some connection with these events. Now, I'm seeing children dressed in white gowns, almost like pajamas. And I ask, well, what's the purpose of being shown all this? And now Spirit shows me watching the news and connection to someone that is in some way watching this as a reference point. So I'm being shown a television and someone's sitting there watching something that's come through in regards to all the details that I've given. And then from there they take action from something that's been shown through this. And in some way it's related to cause and effect in play for a particular soul is the way it's coming through. Or perhaps the power that someone in particular has over such events occurring. So if you are the person watching the TV with watching these themes and you're feeling this sudden, oh, okay, maybe that's me, you'll really know what to do, because perhaps whatever you choose to do can affect a great deal of people, is what Spirit's showing me. And again, I'm just seeing religion and possible cult connection. So with all of that said, I trust that it'll reach the ears of the right people it's meant to. Look, I know it can be very heavy, this type of stuff, but it really feels like Spirit is really coming in strongly at the moment, because we are in such intense times on the planet, and things are sort of getting, I want to say certain things are getting worse before they get better. So I feel like Spirit really needs to communicate through me for certain things, because it will reach the ears of the right people it's meant to at this time. Okay guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please give a like and subscribe to support the channel, and please share the video with anyone you feel. It would be greatly appreciated. Okay, well, take extra care guys, and I'll see you again soon. Raven Scry signing off.